There I was, facing off against that horrible eldritch horror, the Whisperer, fighting for my fucking life out here. But I had with me my trusted bow, ready to take on the spirits, and... wait a minute. Pause the film. What is that? Next to the bow? Zoom. Enhance, damn it! Mother of God. Are you kidding me, Imperator? You crazy son of a bitch. You snuck in another grind before starting this Whisperer grind, didn't you? What, did you think we wouldn't notice? Many of you probably haven't seen this weapon used outside of the wilderness, the Accursed Scepter. That's because it's one of a very select few weapons that are a mage special attack weapon. In the Scepter's case, its special attack lowers the opponent's mage level and defense. While the Whisperer doesn't have a ton of mage defense, lowering it helps a bit. So instead of starting my grind under Ice Mountain, I moved north of the ditch and instead started grinding Calvarion. It's boss analysis time.
Kowalski, analysis.
When the J-mods recently revamped the wilderness bosses, they added a single plus variant of the big three. These bosses are significantly less risky than their multi-combat variants, as they're located under 30 wilderness and can be one-click teleported away from. The table itself is pretty good still for the singles versions. It's the same as the multi-table, it's just that you get less stacks of loot overall. You still have a chance for all of the uniques of the main boss, just that those are also at a lower rate. As you all know by now, I'm an Iron Man. And these bosses drop some sick Iron Man supplies. Anyone who drops cannonballs is good in my book. Anyone who drops Sandfew Serum, I will literally commit crimes on their behalf. He also has some other decent GP drops, but nothing too exciting. Actually, wait, I take that back. He does have another exciting drop. Mortmire Fungus! With all that in mind, let's see how my grind went. And I just want to say that I did a pretty good job avoiding PKers. That's because of a secret weapon I had at my disposal. Let's take a look at this beautiful entrance to the Calvarion dungeon. Notice anything unusual? I'll give you a moment to check things over here. Did you spot it yet? No? Alright, one more second. Did you see it? Having an alt account to scout is, quite literally, a lifesaver at this boss. It gave me ample time to react to any potential PKers. So with all that in mind, I have to say, Calvarion is one of my favorite bosses ever. Part of that is because I was blessed with a Vigorous Chain Mace that I upgraded into an Ursine Mace. And the J-mods know that the bigger the number is, the more fun you have. So the Chain Mace Wildy damage buff stacks with the Salve Amulet. This lets you hit some ludicrous numbers. My max hit when potted was a 75. 75 on a normal hit. I could down each phase of the boss in 3 hits. It was an absolute blast, bonking down the boss and feeling like the strongest badass in the wilderness. And while I don't love being the prey in the predator-prey dynamic of the wilderness, I do love the random encounters that seem to happen only in the wildy. I started this grind at a little over 100 KC, and the kills were coming in fast. I was averaging over 40 kills an hour, assuming that a PKer didn't force me to reset. Oh, I'm being teased! The kills added up. 200, 250, 300, 400. I was getting some of those solid drops that I mentioned before, but nothing too interesting. It felt like I blinked and 500 KC was here. I was getting close to the 1 in 618 drop rate for the skull. And then I had a revelation. Why am I doing Calvarion? My gear setup is nutty. It's good enough for the big boy himself, and doing Vedion would triple my chance of getting the skull. That was it. I was handing in my Weenie Hut Jr. membership. It was time to become a man. And almost immediately, I knew I made the right choice. Quick game first though. Can you spot what's wrong here? My first kill showed why I wanted to be at Vedion. Whoa, that's a lot more. Holy shit. Those cute Sandfew Serum drops on the Cal table, all grown up on Vedion. How about 100 Renars? Vedion got you. With this increased loot though came increased risk. It was a multi and teams did camp this boss. This one managed to catch me as I was heading back to the boss.
Let me just try to get through as much supplies as possible.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how I survived this though. I'm free! Oh, you can't catch me now, suckers! You know, I could get used to these drops. In fact, I don't think I would mind going a little bit dry and getting some of these fat stacks. The kills were a little bit slower, but not by that much. Turns out though, RNGesus had a very different idea for me. Let's go! Fuck yes! Oh, it was so worth it. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that so fast. 18 KC to finally finish my setup. No more excuses, it was time to start the Whisperer. Part of the reason that I spent so much time preparing for this grind was that the Whisperer was the boss that I was most worried about of the new DT2 bosses. She was the slowest to kill for me, given that I don't have a shadow, and I think her Enrage phase is one of the more punishing of all 4 bosses. It wasn't too hard to imagine this lake turning into a prison quickly. And on top of that, her drop table is, well, mediocre. There are a few nice drops, like the huge Soul Rune stack or the Dragon Placeskirt drop, but for the most part, there's not much else to get excited about. I do unironically love the troll drops though. They crack me up every time seeing them on the ground.
Wow, okay. PB on the second kill, not too shabby.
There were some growing pains at the start of the grind as I readjusted to the fight.
Oh, I'm out of prayer. I was like, why are my prayers not working?
And I learned some valuable lessons about the Whisperer mechanics.
Ooh. What? Oh, did I get meleeed? Can he melee you?
And there were some mechanics that I never figured out.
No idea why sometimes he does that. I really don't. It's really annoying.
I actually like most of the mechanics of this fight. The orb step phase is so satisfying when you get them tick perfect. I love getting to use the Venator Bow that I grinded for, and the buff from killing all the souls is a nice reward for using it. Now, let me just say, I'm ready for the incoming barrage of, why aren't you using thralls here? They're amazing. Well, because I couldn't be asked to. I was averaging 3.5 to 4 minute kills, and things were going pretty smoothly.
Holy, that's a lot. That's nice.
There were some close calls.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hit. Oh my god.
But there was also perfection.
Okay, that kill was really good. Perfect?
Perfect! On day 1, I was approaching 100 KC.
And there it is, 100 KC. Not too bad of a grind, if I do say so.
Wait, what did I just say? Did I just say I was done? What? Wait a minute, what did I miss? Go back a clip.
No fucking way! No way! Oh my god, the spoon! The biggest spoon! No way! Oh my god.
I couldn't believe it. My 3rd spoon. Was it even a spoon at this point? It felt more like a ladle. RNGesus wanted me to complete this axe, and I intended to oblige him. There's no way that I get spooned on all 4 pieces, right? We'll find out next time, I guess. Until then, happy scaping, everyone.